Bobby, thanks for having us here at George Hall. Look, want to talk about everything really, your whole incredible life and career. One thing that people really rarely ask you about, because there is so much to ask you about, is your early life. What was life like for Bobby George as a child before darts came along?
Well, I, my dad went blind when he was 22. I think he was 22, maybe 24. My sister was 4. I was 3, and my brother was 1.
Wow.
So he was blind. He got 3 kids. So he didn't put us in a home or nothing. He brought us up, and I don't regret the way I was brought up because I learned a lot from it. But I didn't like it when I was young.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have the things other kids had, you know, all jumble cell stuff and, you know, nothing. Mind you, it wasn't, when I say that, 90% of people were like that. It was after the war. So it took 10 to 15 years after the war to get back.
Yeah.
When the Beatles come along, changed it. And
But you
Harold
don't know
Wilson,
that when you're a child, do you?
no,
Yeah.
but we all didn't have nothing, so I suppose it didn't hurt. You know what I mean? I used to go to school with Wellington boots on in the end because my shoes had holes in them. It's all right in the summer, but in the winter time, I used to get Kellogg's cornflakes put in the bottom of my shoes. All right for the first 5 minutes, and they all get wet, and it's terrible. But no, I was my dad's eyes from a young age. He learned a lot before he went blind. He used to grow flowers, so he taught me, you know, geraniums and mostly dahlias, how to grow them. He's very good at growing stuff and animals and all that. So I learned a lot off him, you know.
So you used a fantastic phrase there. You were his eyes. As a child, I mean, that's a lot of responsibility, isn't it, at a young age?
What, yeah, but I didn't know that. See, when you don't know, you don't know it's responsibility. But you say, "What's that? Is that right, Robert? Is that right?" And I say, "A little bit more to the right, whatever I was doing or what he was trying to show me to do." And we had a rotivator and the gearbox went wrong. I was about 5, I suppose, and he told me how to strip it down and mend the gearbox. I'll never forget that. You know, you see a cog, take that cog off, and all, you know. So he had a really good memory. He got married to another. He got married again when I was really young. She was at home help. I used to say, "Dad, I'm half ugly." He said, "Yeah, she don't smell though." Right, that's what he's paid at it. But he had the humour.
Well, yeah,
then.
and you
he had
suppose
the
you need
humour
to.
then. But she loved my dad. She was 20 years older than him. Now that was definitely different in them days,
Yeah.
you know. But 3 kids, she looked after the kids. She used to go to work. She was a good worker. She was a bit, she had one of her one of her sons living with us. He was older. He was an older, you know. He's probably more than that, they're 16 years older than me or something like that. He was a bit of a bully until I grew up and gave him a good hiding, and he was good as gold. But never had nice things at all. You know, it was. No, I wasn't ashamed. Look, it's embarrassing sometimes. I used to go around my someone's house and all nice and go around mine because my dad couldn't see nothing. And like I said, he said, if it don't smell, it don't bother him, you know. She was a bit harsh, my mum was. I call her my mum because I don't know no different.
Yeah.
You know? But one thing she taught me is that don't sit on your get out and do something. If you want something, go and get it. Like I didn't have a bike. She said, we'll go over the dump and see if you can get 3 or 4 bikes, take them to bits and make one good one, which I did. So it made me do things.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember my dad, I had holes in my shoes, right? That's funny, this was like boots I had, sort of boots. I had holes in them. Wore them right down. My dad said, we'll go over the old aerodrome there and the dump and get a tyre. But you want a motorbike tyre or something. Something like that, he said. Well, I thought, this has got a good tread on it. So I took it home and he showed me how to do it with a standing knife, and I had to put it on off and on and bang the nail clips out, wasn't it? I was going uphill instead of going down. I had like 30,000 miles walking in them. I'll never forget that. I must have looked like right idiots. But all different things like that makes you grow up.
Build you into the character that you've
Yeah,
become.
I used to, what I'd done, my first venture to get some bees and honey was I used to get up early in the morning and go down the railway lines and dig up the horseradish. The horseradish, you see it on the railway lines, you see it on the side of the road. It's a root of a plant. It's really, you know what horseradish is?
Yeah, you have it with beef. And,
Well,
yeah.
when you put it, it stings your eyes. You fill it with a potato peeler and then grind it up and put acetic acid in it, which is vinegar. And I used to put it in jars. I used to sell it for 6 months a jar. Go around all the doors. And I got a few quid out of it, as it happens, for a youngster. But I learned not to give them big jars. That's the first thing I learned in business, because I have a jar like that and I fill it up. And then I said, have you got your jars? She said, oh, no, we got this one. They give me one that big. They wouldn't. There's that all the time.
Yeah.
So I went to Romford on my bike and I bought loads of little jars like that. I'd have peanuts, you know. And that's what I'd done. I sold horseradish. So I made a few quid.
And as you went on through life, I mean, you've done everything we've spoken about it today, from labouring, tiling, everything you see in this beautiful house. How did those years of working like that sort of shape you and your attitude to life?
Yeah, I learned. I love to learn things with my hands, but obviously it wasn't, you know, I'm not very good at reading. My missus can read me a book if I want to learn something. She'll read it to me, but I remember it. If she read it, she can't remember it.
Right.
You know, so if you want to learn something, I'll get a book, read it myself, or I'll get her to do it, you know. I learned loads of different things. I learned how to weld when I was at school, braze, stick welding. And when I was a granite floor layer, I worked in Banbury Buildings, DMAG cranes or something like that it was, and it built a big extension, and I'd done the granite floors. And it was winter time, it wouldn't go off quick. You see, it doesn't go off set quick enough. So you might be there 2 o'clock in the morning, then you got to get about 8 o'clock in the morning, start again, you know. And they had like proper welding booths there, and you could get your ticket welding, MIG welding, stick welding, all that. So while I was waiting for the floors to go off, this bloke, his name Larry, his name was, he said, why don't you take the course? And I did, and I got my ticket for welding. Time I finished the floors, I got my ticket, and I learned how to weld, which is if you can weld, I mean, today they got MIGs, and it's more sticking it together. Stick welding is proper, you know. But I've learned welding and I make things in my garage. I've made machines to make dartboards, because I could weld. And I enjoyed it. I'd made them with Harry Kicks. Winmore got them now. It took us about 4 years to make the machines. And Marie said, I said, we're making a dartboard now, come and watch. She came in, she couldn't believe that we made the machines to do it. She said, it's fantastic to do it. And another one, a Skyman came to do something with the sky, and he went in there, he stayed all day watching us do, he's fascinated by watching the dartboards being made. If I couldn't weld, or didn't have that sort of goods with metal work and things, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
So when I built this place, I could plaster, I could do granite floors, I could do all the cornice work, I could do all these mouldings. So I made, see these mouldings, one of them about 45 quid. To make them 50 pence each.
Yeah.
And they're so easy to make. Making the moulds the problem. That's more difficult. Once you got the mould, you make thousands of them. It's easy. So all different things I learned. Tiling, I don't know, you name it. You name it, as if I can do it.
I'm going to name another thing now. Darts.
Yeah, of darts.
When did you first pick up a dart and realise that you could be good?
Well, I've told this story quite a few times. I got some tickets to go to Ireland, King Sal in Ireland, to go fishing with the Metropolitan Police. God knows I got the tickets. And I was just about 30 then. And I went with a mate called Malcolm Ellis. He was a dart player, but he used to say, I'm playing darts tonight. And we couldn't go out. We went out, it was too rough, so we come back in dock. There's a pub, it was called the Lobster Pie, I remember the name of the pub even. He went in there, he said, never go with darts. I said, no, I don't play darts, you know. He said, I've got these, mate, use these. Brass they were, we had them made them. So, what are you going to do? I said, yeah, the treble. I went, all right, boom. And I got a shot left. I said, well, away. He went treble 18, where's that? He go up there. And double 16 or something, whatever. And I'll get it. And I'll do it all the time. Double 10, boom, whatever one, double 3, I'll just get it. He said to me, I don't know how you do it. I've been playing 16 years and I can't play like that. I said, well, I don't know, just got the gift to play. So then I came home with him and he said, let's go. Look, he said, why don't you take it up? I said, no, I'm not really interested, Malcolm. He said, look, I've got the finals. He said, the finals are in the district. I'm not in this one. He said, different league. Why don't you come along and watch them, the best players they've got? So I went along. Freddie Williams was calling the games. How about that? Before he even went on the telly. And I watched him and I thought, I said, he's good. He went, well, they're best in the area. I said, they're useless. He said, what do you mean? I said, if I took this game up, I'll be number 1 in the world. Which I was.
Yeah.
He went, oh yeah, he felt big-headed, you know. Because they're rubbish. I thought they were rubbish. All right. I got a dartboard and at home, he gave me a dartboard, didn't put it up. Went in a pub, the Maypole in Hainault, and this bloke was there, mouthy, Kenny the Mouthy was a roofer, really mouthy, loud. Oh, I'll play it for £1. He said, another £1? Well, £1 then was quite a lot of money, £1, really. Playing people that, he was a bully. They took the pounds off him. I said, you're a bully, yeah? I'm watching him. Do you play? I went, no, but I reckon I'll beat you. Give me a week and I'll come and play you. All right, he said. Played 3001, whatever it was. So I got the dartboard he gave me. I got the darts, put them up, played indoors. Couldn't count at all. Played him, beat him easy. Shut him up, mouthy. Took his money off him. And that said, he said, why don't you join the Super League? I said, well, I don't want to get involved in it. I wasn't that over keen. I thought I was pretty good at it. When you're good at something, you're going to show off, don't you, I suppose? Anyway, I went to join the Super League, and the guy that's going to run it, he used to do all the pool in the pub. Johnny Squires, his name was. He had one tooth in his head. I'll never forget him. He had a tooth 1 inch long. And he talked like that with a tooth hanging out. It was all different colours. And I used to look at his tooth. You can't help it. Someone's got something. You can't help it. You keep looking at, I kept looking at his tooth. I thought, I'd like to clean it, you know. And he went, Malcolm said, Bob wants to join. Rob. He said, don't play there? I said, no. No. We only have the best, he said. We want the best players in the area. Malcolm said, look, he can throw darts. He can't count. Oh, he can't count. He said, call a game. I said, no, I can't. He said, but he can throw them. That's the main thing, isn't it? To throw the darts. Of
course.
So anyway, he wouldn't join me. He said, no. Malcolm said, oh, I won't bother then. Oh, don't be like that, he said, Malcolm. He said, well, if you don't put him in, I ain't playing. He went, all right. So he put me in. The next Wednesday, they had the Super League playoffs. I won it. I won it, and I thought, get on that, Squizzy. A fluke, he went, that's a fluke. The old tooth hanging out, it's a fluke. So about 3 months later, I had to go to the 6 months, then I started playing. Started playing at home and clubs, any club with dartboard, and I learned to count. In fact, I learned to count, I took a dartboard to bed with me. The wires got in the way sometimes, but I took the dartboard with me and a piece of paper and all their shots out. And I went down their shots. Then I thought, are they right? Because you only write what you read, don't you, or what you look at.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. So I went round a dartboard, 82, treble 14. I went 25, 17 tops. Bullseye 32, that's my way. I've done that, see. I was the first one to do that.
And that's now commonplace, isn't it?
Common.
Yeah.
At that time it wasn't. Then I went 135, I went 25 ball first. 132, 25 ball first. So I learned all the different, like 121, I'll go for 11s or 14s. Because if I hit a treble or any single, leaves me a shot. If 121, if you go up and hit a wrong, you can't get out. You can't, you with me? That's why I done it.
Yeah.
And they couldn't work out why I'd done that. Like 91, 25. Then they'll say, well, when you go for a bullseye, I've got 91 left, right. When you go for a bullseye, a 25, you're looking at the bullseye. I don't care what dart player lies to me, they're looking at the bullseye and they want to hit a 25. How many times you commentate a lot, they want a 25, and what do they hit?
The ball.
A ball. Because they're looking at it.
So they've hit what they're aiming for.
They're hitting what they're aiming for. But that shot, you can go 25 or ball.
Yeah.
It gives you options, right? And it's bigger than the treble. 25 and ball is bigger together.
Yeah.
So I've done all them shots. I used to go shots up. I can't think of. I've got one written up there as amps. I went all different combinations around the board and learned them myself. Kept learning them in my head, and all the other ones like 61. They go like for 25, 61. Dodgy. Sorry about that. Cancel that. We start again.
But it's interesting that you say this because everything you said before, you read a book or you learn at school or what, but this is very much self-taught, isn't it?
I self-taught myself. Well, when I started playing, they said you can't count. They couldn't. Because they were going their dad's way, what taught them, or what they've looked at, written down. You're only as good as the person that teaches you. If the person teaches you wrong, you do it wrong. In any trade, that is, anything. So I learned to count myself on all the different combinations. I worked out different things on the board. I quite enjoyed it in the end because I thought they're playing me and they've got a shot and they're going for the wrong shot. I thought, well, he ain't going to get it now. I'm going to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was counting his shot for him. And I'll go Mickey Mouse way out. They used to call me Mickey Mouse dart player, they did, because I went for different shots. But everyone in the world does my shots.
They do, yeah.
They all do now, everyone. All of them.
There's another thing that you brought to darts that a lot of players do now, the PDC, the way they sell out arenas, the way they market the show is kind of built on it, and that's that razzmatazz, the gold. You're not wearing any gold today, by the way.
Well,
but
I'm Robert Jules today.
Okay.
Christopher. When I got the gold on, I'm normally getting paid for it. And I go out at my house.
Yep.
When I'm home, I don't wear my gold and I think, I don't. I can go to Tesco's, you know, and they say, where's your golden cloak? They think I'm Superman. I said, well, I don't have to walk around with a cloak on. Well, where's the gold? You still playing? I went, yeah, because if I've got the gold on, I'm still playing, see? If I've got no gold, then I mean I'm playing like. The razzmatazz, I'd done that to get recognised.
Yeah.
It took a lot of ball, what I'd done.
Because it wasn't universally accepted, was it?
No. Candles were first, right? I had glittery shirts, and I got them off the ice skaters. You know the ice skaters?
Yeah.
I thought they look good. I thought I'll do that. Because better than a T-shirt with curry down the front of it, innit? So I thought I'd be slightly different, you know? So I've got a really nice glittery shirt. Still got the original one, and I had a big belt, small. I was built good shape like then. Nice big belt, you know, all glitter and trousers with glitter on it. And I'll never forget. I come out of my hotel, open the door of my hotel to go out to play in it, and Ollie's come out of his, and he went, you ain't going on like that.
This
are
is
you?"
Ollie Croft, the
Yeah,
head
Ollie
of the
Croft,
BDO. Yeah.
BDO chairman. He said, "You're not going on like that, are you?" I went, "Yeah." He said, "Don't you think you've got enough pressure on you?" I said, "Well, they won't forget me, Ollie, will they? That's why I've done it." They could say, "You see that idiot George with all the glitter on, they won't forget you. You go out, they don't even know your name because you're the same as everyone else, you know?" So I've done that, but I couldn't go back off it because everyone wanted me to have the glitter shirts and the candles.
Yeah.
But a few players didn't like it. It's bad for the game. It's not a circus, they said. So I just done it. Ollie never said nothing. He used to say to me, "Have you got your?" As soon as he said, "Got your cloak and got your shirt and candles," then I put the cloak in and all, more theatrical, you know. But they liked it. The Beeb liked it as well.
Yeah.
The Beeb liked because it was razzmatazz. Nothing to do with the dance. It's the show dances. Well, what got me? I'm jumping from that, but I wore all the gear and that. After the game, he goes dead. The audience could go dead as a doornail. Right? Game, shot and match to so-and-so. And keep you as ever, so-and-so and so. And off they go. You wait for the others to come. It's dead for 5 minutes. And I'm sitting next to a cameraman, Bob Wilson his name, but I remember his name. I said, "It's dead." He went, it spoils you, really. I said, "A bit of music or something, walk-on music." So he went, "Ain't a bad idea." Yeah, he said, "Right, you could have your own walk-on music." I said, "You got it." Right. I said, "Go and ask the Beeb." And they said, "Yeah, do it, because it's timing, isn't it?"
Yeah.
They want to know what the song you're going to be.
Yeah, and of
how
course
long it takes.
on the BBC, no adverts, so they want to fill that.
No
that
adverts,
time. Yeah.
and they've got to be on time. They get fined if they're
Yeah.
over time and all that. So I said, "Do some music." So I went to see Ollie. He didn't know what I'm talking about. I said, "You know, music. When I walk on, I want some." Like Bob Wilson, the cameraman, he was talking to me about it, and we come up with the thing having some music. You know, when you have a walk on. Well, if Beef said it's all right, carry on, he said. So I didn't pick the first. I never picked the first music. I never picked it. Martin Fitzmaurice did. You know Martin?
Yeah, the MC. Yeah.
Well, he used to work for me, and I got him that job
Right.
because he worked for me, and he's a good caller and everything. I got him that job calling, and it was, you wouldn't believe it, the first one.
Go on.
Boom, 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 boom. You can hear him coming. You want to be in my gang, my gang, my gang. You want to be in my gang. Oh, yeah. Gary Glitter, You Want to Be in My Gang was the first walk-on music ever. But he was at the top then. It's a great bit of music because everyone knew the words. They could go along with the words. So after he was a naughty boy, I had to change it. And I changed it to We Are the Champions. And why I said it, we are, not me. Every walk-on song should be about the person, really. So if you think of the walk-on with me,
Yeah.
you know, I got up and got sand kicks in my face, but I got through, blah, 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 blah. I've done all that. So the walk-on music is about me. And I'm telling them they are the champions. We are, not me. And it took off like you wouldn't believe. I couldn't believe it. I'll go in a venue with MODUS, right? I'll walk through the crowd and they'll go mad, don't they?
Yeah.
Because it's from serious darts to let's have a party.
Yes.
And it stuck. I feel a bit of a prat, if you want the truth. I'm nearly 80 years old and I've got a cloak and a candle and a glittery shirt on. I think to myself, Bob, you got to look some brat with like this. I think I've got to. I feel it.
Yeah, but certainly unforgettable, as you said, from day one.
Unforgettable. Right. Now they all do it. Now you took the music out of that's your job stars. You took music out of your darts, you haven't got a show.
No.
The music makes the show. Now when I worked with MODUS, when I was playing pre-cup then, I used to work with Michael Van Guren. When I played him, just for a fun one, I used to come on Help by the Beatles. See? So when I come on and it's Bobby George, help, I need somebody. They know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a story in the song.
Yes.
And I had a lot of fun with Michael, as happens. He's a nice boy.
Going back to those early days, we spoke about the news of the world, but one of the really famous matches was that 1980 World Championship final.
Oh, me and Eric?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, I was good mates with Eric. We've been everywhere. I mean, we practiced our signature in between waiting for a game. That's right, to try this one. That's what we should do. And wait for someone to ask us. It was all right. I enjoyed it. I lost that final. I made one mistake, and that done me. I was leading. He was in trouble, and I made a mistake. And you can't make a mistake when you're playing. I knew his game. I played with him. I played pairs with him, and he beat me. Fair enough, but he went all airy when he beat me. He made a good number 2.
Yes,
and all that.
yeah.
What's that? Oh, he's made a poem on me. Poem. I didn't have to. I could write a poem now of him. I'll tell you when we're not finished. But I'll tell you the poem I wrote for Eric when we finished, right? But I couldn't do it at the. I didn't have the brains to do it. Poem. And you went with the wrong shot. I didn't go with the wrong shot, Eric. For years you said I went with the wrong shot. I didn't. And when I went in 66, was it 66?
You went treble 16, did you?
Must have been treble 16.
Yeah.
What I want?
Double 9?
Double 9,
Yeah.
treble 16, no. Yeah, 16. Yeah, 6. I can't remember he's shot now.
So you're at 16, so you got 50 left.
And I went treble 15, left double 9, or something like
Yeah.
that, didn't I?
Yeah, I think so, something like that.
Yeah.
Left a double that is awkward.
Awkward, but I went for the right shot first.
Yes.
That was the shot. And I done it, and I thought, don't hit the 20, Bob. Whatever you do. Worst thing you can say to yourself, hit a big 20. Because
you
got 40 left.
One for double 4 or...
Yeah, if I hit the 1,
you left 9, yeah.
boom, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever way you go, you got to hit the single segment, obviously. And I said, don't, I said it, I could hear me, so don't hit the big 20, bang, straight in the big 20. And he went out. But it was good, great final. It was even all the way through.
And the crowd really got involved.
Well, it's the first time ever, it was Eric Bristow, Bobby George, Eric Bristow, Bobby. They was all singing. Bobby Frayne, Eric Bristow, and then me, Bobby George. Eric, it was good. It never happened before. And me with the glitter and all that, they give it more of a oomph. Yeah, went a bit big-headed after that. I beat him loads of times anyway. So it didn't make no difference. He said, well, I'll beat you in the world. I said, well, to me, you don't play any different in the World Championship if you're doing the Monday League. You play the same to win.
Yeah.
You know, that annoys me. You hear that? That's really annoying. I'm saving my A game. What have you heard so much rubbish in your life? Players saying, I won't just, but I'm saving me A game. Your A game is the game you play. You don't save nothing.
Yeah. Well, if you stood at the hockey and you want a treble 20, you're going to throw for a treble 20.
Of course you are. You can, and it A go, don't annoy me.
We spoke about you being unforgettable, but did you care more about your image and being unforgettable than you did about becoming world champion?
It didn't really bother me, to be quite honest.
The competition?
Yeah, it wasn't... it didn't bother me. World, yes, said it world. It probably was the first world one, really, because the others were 7'6".
Yeah.
Me and Eric played at 7'9.25". So it was the first of the
current rules. Yeah.
rules. But no, I never. The one I wanted to win, you're going to get on it, I know, is I wanted to win the News of the World.
Yeah.
The News of the World was the captain of the ship. If you won the News of the World, you were world champion in my day, because everyone played in the world. Everyone played for it. Yeah. In the world. You didn't walk into it. You had to earn your place in it.
And that was, as we've said, the World Championship, really, wasn't it? So just...
Well, for 60 years it was.
Do
But
you-
they never... News of the World Championship,
Yeah.
they should have put.
Suppose, you know, you won the News of the World twice. Because it never had that title World Champion in it, do you feel that when you look back at your career, maybe you weren't given the respect you deserve for the standard of dart player that you were?
Well, that's only because the people never won it. Everyone gives me respect who's played in it. I met loads of people since I won the News of the World and got to the finals all them times, and they said, "Well, my dad used to play in that," or he said, "Oh, I played you in so." They never said I played you in the World Championship, BDO, because they just watch it. They never played it. There's more scope. I remember I won the News of the World and I went to Chicago, right? And I got off the plane and this woman said, hi, I don't know your name, but you throw them little arrows, she said. I thought, bloody, I made it. Yeah, that was in Chicago. I throw them little arrows. Yeah.
Yeah.
So people recognise you who's watched on the telly or played in it. But I've got to tell you this, why I play good darts, I used to throw knives.
Okay.
And I never thought about it. Marie picked it up. When I was young, throwing knives are flat. They're flat, they narrow at one end and they go wide and then they go to a point. This bit's got a bit of rubber. You never throw a throwing knife with the blade. You see them do it in films, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, you cut your hands, you can't. You've got to put so much power behind it. It's a proper throwing knife. So I used to have a scaffold board. I used to throw and have a target. That's probably why I was good at darts. Yeah, I never put them two together.
When you, I mean, again, throwing knives is known as an act in a circus, isn't it? That you talk about the razzmatazz entertainment.
Yeah, it's still, yeah.
And your career path took it. Look, you won a lot, but then you took a kind of different route to the majority of darts players, didn't you?
Yeah, I won, when I first started, I won a lot of Opens. I won a lot of big tournaments, BDO ones. And I thought, why am I going to these countries? And then I got a contract with Courage Brewery. And they give me a good lot of money. They were really good to me. I thought, why am I going to all these tournaments for Mickey Mouse money, just for world ranking points? I thought, what's the point? You can't go in a shop with a trophy and say, can I have 20 fags, mate? Or go to greengrocers or baker's shop with a trophy. You got bees and honey, ain't you? I thought, nah. Go to Denmark, win it, £300, a trophy and a bunch of flowers. Cost you £300 to do it. Oh, I ain't doing that no more. So I just choose the ones to go in. I just keep me rankings there. But I work for the brewers. The brewers used to say, we want you in our clubs and pubs. They don't want me to have a week, so. In America I did, yeah, I did, because you earn money in America. You know, you go to America and you can pick up good money. But all the other tournaments, Mickey Mouse money. So I went down, there's two roads in darts, one with all good dart players in that road, and there's another road there, only me is a good dart player. There's only one winner there, I win every night, every day. I get more for a night than they got for winning a tournament. So it's not sort of, it don't take a lot of maths working it out, does it? So I put myself out as an exhibition player. I mean, I didn't just play 501s, played 1,001 when we started. Got boring that, because no one could beat you anyway. So I'd done all card things. They set off for cards, you know. I had all cards.
Right.
And I'll tell you who started that with me was Phil Jones. Remember Phil Jones?
Yeah.
He said, I said, we've got to change this. It's 501. It's getting every night, day in, day out, you know. Boring it got. And so I changed it. I was like, a Shanghai surprise. One of them was. I had to a Shanghai before they finish 101, say, of their choosing. Well, I was in Wales, I've got to tell you, it's funny. And I played a bloke, he pulled the card out. Mark Salmon, I think his name was. Mark Salmon.
Heard of him, yeah, heard of him. Yeah.
Played for Wales.
Yeah.
He pulled it out, Shanghai surprise. I said, he had a warm up here. I said, ready? I went, away you go. No, he said, you go first. I said, no, you go first. I've got Shanghai Surprise. No, you go first. So I went single 5, treble 5, double 5. Shook his hand. I said, you've got a good average, you've got 0. His average. He didn't like it. He got the right arm. I said, all right, look, don't get, you pick the card, it's down to you. So I'll give you another chance. You go first. No, he said, lightning don't strike twice. I went single, treble, double. I'll never forget that. And he's nut.
Did you really enjoy that
Yeah.
exhibition side of it?
I really enjoyed exhibitions, especially with the cards. Now, the hardest thing, you know your maths on the dartboard, Little Richard was probably the only MC you could use to do it because he was that quick he is. And you have to score 3 different colours and finish with 3 different colours. Now, that's difficult. And I've done a few 11 darters, which is 9 darts, just a 9 dart.
Yeah.
If you're doing 11 darts, it's like doing a 9 darter. But the MC's got to be, he's spot on. I couldn't do it without him because he'd say, white 16, boom, so-and-so, green 4s, and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or not even on the doubles, a red double, right? He'd tell me. Because you can't work it, you lose the rhythm.
Yeah, of
he
course.
said, tell me.
Yeah.
And he was very good at it. He was the best at that. But all the games were funny. We used to have some right laughs with them. You know, mine's a double. Would you like it in the top, middle, or bottom? All that,
Yeah.
you know. Well, I'll have it in the bottom, I'll say. You know, so it was more humorous for the crowd.
Yeah.
They all get involved, they all shout out. And I enjoyed the exhibitions. That's my living.
When you then played in tournaments, when you played at the Lakeside, for example,
I didn't enjoy it, really.
but the crowd loved you, didn't they? I mean, it's one of the big reasons probably why you were given that contract with Courage. You were the dart player in demand. You were the one that the TV companies wanted on their channels.
Well, you've got to have time for people. And I've got time. I never say no to a signature. I never say no even now to a selfie. But a lot of players don't want to do that. But I always used to do that. They walk away and wouldn't do it. So I become everyone's mate. They say, sign that, Bob, here for us, and I'll sign it, you know?
And then they go away and say, Bobby George, what a nice guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What a nice guy. He signed that. I asked so-and-so, you wouldn't sign it. Only Bobby done it. And you upset one person, you upset 1,000.
Yeah.
And they don't even know you.
Yeah.
But if you're nice to people, then people are nice to you. But I enjoyed doing the Lakeside. I mean, I've done it a lot of times. But because I didn't go in the world rankings, I had to qualify for the qualifiers, which is tougher than winning it, I think, personally. Because they're all good players, aren't they?
Of course, yeah.
And I won it, I don't know, maybe 6, 7 times I won it. But one year, again, this is how bad, you get naughty people in darts, right? Jealousy, a bit of jealousy in darts. That I used to sign for, say, I was captain of Essex for 11 years. So I signed for Essex, but I wouldn't play Super League or County. But I might do. But I didn't turn up. Only if they really wanted me, I'd do it. If I wasn't working, because it's on a weekend. And the weekend is party time in pubs and clubs. So I went to sign for Essex. They ganged up and said, no, we're not signing you on. See, because Ollie Cross said, are you in the playoffs? I said, they won't sign me on. Because you've got to be registered to play in a county or a team to go in the playoffs. Do you know that? So, Essex wouldn't sign me. London wouldn't sign me. Suffolk wouldn't sign me. And my driver was the chairman of Suffolk. He done his nut. They all voted no.
Right.
So I went to Scotland, and I was doing an exhibition in Scotland. My missus remembers the place. I can't remember the place. And the bloke said, oh, Bobby, you're going to win the playoffs again then? I said, no, they wouldn't sign me. What do you mean they wouldn't sign you? I said, wouldn't sign me on the Super League team, so I can't play in it. If you can play, you can sign it. I signed their paper. So I represented Scotland.
Wow.
And I told Ollie that. I said, I want Scotland, Bobby George Scotland. Can't do that, he said. I said, well, the English didn't want me in it. Because I won it so many times in the playoffs, they didn't want me in it.
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah, yeah.
But that's the jealousy bit.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, I said to Ollie, well, he said I can't do it. So I didn't have the English flag, I had a Scottish flag on my arm.
Never knew that.
Yeah, it's like you never knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I have to ask you about the split in darts.
Yeah.
What was that period like?
Well, I didn't really know nothing about it. Because I went out of darts for 5 years. I went out of darts. Because I had 2 nippers. I'm doing my exhibitions. I didn't bother to go in any dart tournaments or anything. And then my wife said, why don't you go in the tournament so the boys can see you play? So I qualified and I won it. Won the qualification, you know? But that year, that was 93 or 4. You should know.
The split was 92, 93, wasn't it? Yeah.
Was it?
First PDC, I think, was 94.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And I was in the players' room, and Phil Taylor was sitting there, and his dad was sitting there. I was talking to his dad, and they had a scroll paper. And he put it out and put the glass on it, and he signed it. I said, what's that? He said, we're doing a players' union thing. We're all going to do our own darts. I said, oh, well, good luck, yeah. You know? And then they done the Sky thing. They done it at Palms. It's just at the Palms Hotel in near Southend. And they asked me to come along and do something. Was featured with them, which I did. All my mates. And it was, you know, I wasn't in that system.
Yeah.
But the weird bit about it, no one asked me
To what? To join the
join.
PDC?
No one ever asked me to join the PDC.
Ever?
No one. Not one person ever.
Wow.
Never asked me. I would have sort of said, no, I'm all right, lads, I'm doing my own thing, which I was. So I'd done my own thing, and the BBC wanted me to do that job, and because I'm talking about the players that are in front of me, and they didn't like it. You were saying he's a really great player, and I said, hang on, I'm doing my job. I can't talk about you, can I, when I'm talking, you ain't playing, innit? I said, anyway, you're all BDO. So what's the matter? They started saying, I said, but you come BDO. Phil, you won 2 world championships, BDO. Don't you recognise them champions then? So we knocked that off to 16. So he's like, because you don't recognise it. That's what it was like. They sort of say, I'm world champion, don't they? All the ones that were world champion left, they still recognise the Lakeside. So what was the argument about?
Yeah.
Because you're BDO and I'm PDC. Phil's Dart Club, I used to call it, because he win all the time. Philip's Dart Club.
And there was a period where...
It got nasty.
Yeah, where it did get...
Yeah, it got really nasty.
People were getting refused to play in certain things.
Yeah,
or
I think that was... But they're not... Ollie and they're bad to each other, really. I didn't care. It was nothing to do with me. All I'd done, I worked with the BBC and done my job.
and
But
darts
I
was
told
darts.
the truth.
Yeah.
That's it. People don't like the truth. If you tell the truth, people don't like it.
I do want to talk about one more tournament. Let's clear this up properly. Did you get to a World Championship final with a broken back?
Yeah, I did.
That's
I broke my back.
incredible.
I was tall as your cameraman.
He
When
is
I went
tall.
in.
He is tall.
I was the same height for him. I come out 3.5 inches shorter. Broke my back. And it was a rent. Look, they said, what's it for? You can't remember pain. If you remember pain, I'll be screaming now, wouldn't I? You never remember pain. You just think you don't want that again. I used to dig tunnels, and I was a big lad. You can see the photographs, big arms, muscle,
Yeah,
big
yeah,
lad, right? And they reckon I must have damaged it in the tunnel. And I jumped up in the air and come down, and I thought, hang on. I couldn't get my breath. I thought I'd done something, and I dropped my dart. And he picked me dart up. And he said, "You broke your..." And he didn't. He picked it up. He said, "You hurt your back." That's on the... He said that to me. I said, "Yeah." But it was, I think it was the last game or something.
Yeah.
And I got it. And then I went to the hospital and they hung me up in the hospital. They knelt it. And the cameras come in. I said, "Give us a break, lads. Christ almighty." You know. Anyway, x-rayed me. They said, "You snapped it." Right. You can't play darts. If you move that, you paralyse yourself completely. Can't play. I went, "Oh, yeah, all right."
And you've got a World Championship semi-final.
I got I got semi-final. I went, "Oh no, all this," and I played. I beat Gregory. I played really good. Well, I got beaten him, and Gregory was number 2 in the world, but I played him. He's a good player. I always remember he got the same birth dates as me. That's why.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's what I remember. He's all right, Michael. Anyway, I didn't know I broke my back, but I couldn't walk or nothing. And he said, "The only way..." I said, "I've got to play this." "You can't." "Well, can't you give me an injection?" They said, "No, we can't do that because you move and you paralyse yourself. But we send you to this bloke." He knocked me out far the road, so they took me to this bloke. He had the x-rays. He said, "I'll make you a corset, see if he'll help you." And he made me a metal corset and strapped me up tight, you know, right tight. Where my spine was, I could, tight as anything it was. So I could stand. I thought it ain't too bad, right? When I walked, it hurt me. When I threw a dart, the jolt hurt me. Every time I threw a dart, I thought, "Oh, no." But I played not too bad. I thought I was 2-4 down, I think, in sets, in the semis.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah, best of 6, best of 5, I was up 3 down. Anyway, I was down a long way. And I wanted double 16, he went 141. And he went boom, boom, and he clipped the wire on the 18, clipped it. I thought, "Don't miss." Bang, got it. He never won a leg after that. That's weird, isn't it? He never won a leg. But I'd done most of the shots, the same shots out. I had 66. Every time I had 66, I got it. Every time. Isn't it weird? Then you used to have a break. But that year they didn't. They played it the next day.
Right, yeah, the final.
So I went back in hospital and I said, "I'm going to play." "How'd you get on?" I said, "Well, I won, but ain't very clever. You know, you take normal paracetamol or something, but it ain't going to help you. I didn't take them. Ain't going to help me. Ain't going to help with that pain." And couldn't sleep. I thought, play the final, Morocco. Oh my God. Anyway, I played the final and John Park beat me 6-0. I stood there and I just threw darts. But I had so many, if you can check it for me, I'm not sure, but I had more shots at a double than anyone else in the World Championship. I couldn't move me back. I couldn't move me body. You don't realise when you're throwing darts and you're straight, aren't you? If I went double top, if I went all the 60s, one tops, I could have probably beat him.
Yes.
But you don't think that way.
No.
I'm going scoring all right, outscoring him, and I went double 16. I couldn't do it. I tried everything, and I'm going right inside. I want double 10. I'm right inside. I couldn't do it. Darts, I had out doubles. In the end, I thought, come on. Sorry, I'm swearing again. Bib. I thought, come on, Bob. I said, come on, in my mind, come on, John. Just hit them doubles. Let's get it over with. I wasn't bothered. And I just wanted to get out of the pain. I just hit the doubles, and he didn't. I thought, oh no. Then I've got to make myself look a wally again, because I've got to hit a double. That's right.
Yeah.
But he never said that, John Parr. I don't like him for that. He never said Bob played me with a broken back.
No.
He never, ever mentioned it. And that annoys me. Probably got done 6-0, but he had a broken back. It's a bit of difference, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
You know, but a bit of jealousy, never do it, see.
Is there any, I'm going to guess that the answer's no, but I might be wrong. Is there any game that you look back on and you've got any regrets that you wish you could go back there and play it again?
Well, I was that final without a broken back.
Yeah, so if things are
If
different.
I had a wish to go back in darts, I'll play that with me normal back like I was playing that week before I done me back in.
And you felt
He wouldn't have beaten me. I don't think he'd have beaten me. I'm not being big-headed. I don't think he'd have beaten me.
And that was a huge.
He wasn't that. He wasn't that much. He wasn't very good for a final.
And that was what, 94?
Might be 94.
Yeah, so huge. It was a huge story at the time, wasn't it, for you to get to a final anyway, regardless of what you've been through? Would have been a real. I think you spoke about the walk-on song earlier. We are the champions.
Yeah.
That would have been a real sort of people's champion moment, wouldn't it?
Well, it would have been my moment and all, wouldn't it? But I wouldn't. It's no regrets, though, Chris. There's no regrets. Mm-hmm. If I had lost the News of the World in 1979, I'd been gutted forever. Because I wanted to win it so bad that. The embassy, I wasn't really bothered. It weird. It didn't sort of mean that much to me. Because, first of all, it was a make-believe World Championship. It was make-up World Championship. He chose them. And there wasn't enough players that had to do a round robin. They've done a round robin for 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's not the same, is it? Didn't mean much to me. And when I was in it, I thought, well, I'll still beat Eric. I'll beat him loads of time before. He done me that day, and that's it. So what? I was a good number 2.
What do you regard as your biggest achievements in life?
Well, first one is meeting my wife, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because without her, I'll be down to Swanee now. She feeds me all different pills every day. She could be. I remember I was on. It makes me laugh. It's myself. I was on the Marigold. Remember that program, the Marigold?
Yes, yeah.
Well, I went all round
real Marigold
Went
Hotel.
6 different countries. Well, it was in America, and we went to this party. There was 800 millionaires in it. Everyone was a millionaire. And we all went in, and they said, "You're on that table, Bobby." And I had my jewellery on. And this one said, "Oh, hi, Bobby." She said, "That's nice. You got that's a Rolex you got. That's nice. All them blue, white diamonds and all that. Are you a millionaire?" I said, "No, but my wife is." I got that. It's fun. They left it in. I said, "My wife is." My wife is. She's the best thing that happened to me. To be honest with you, yeah. And else, and digging me lakes, my dream.
So really, your world is here.
Well, it is, yeah. Yeah, I don't go out. Yeah, I don't go out much. I don't. She knows all the shops, what she would do, but I don't know the streets. I don't know where nothing. I don't know.
What's a normal day in the life of Bobby George today then?
Today, I cut some of the lawns. I've got baby ducks. I go and make sure they're all right, feed them and that. I went shooting early this morning. I didn't get anything. When you go, I've got to find a leak. I've got a leak upstairs, only a small one. I've got to find it, and they're awkward to find because water goes uphill and all. Today, I've got to do it today.
So it's very much life is about looking after.
We look
this
after
place.
this,
Yeah.
look after the land, do me fishing, do me work. I still go to work because I enjoy it, but I basically choose what I do. I've cut trees down. I've got a lot of trees that are too thin. They're thin and long, so I have to thin them out so they grow better and they get more leaves on them, get more oxygen. Otherwise, you end up with all wood, no oxygen. Or I make things in the garage. I make different things. You know, something breaks, or I'll come up with an idea and I make it.
And you've written another book recently?
Yeah, I've done another book. It's called Still Here. What a lovely title. See, because when people say to me, "Hello, Bob, how you going?" I'll say, "Still here." So I called it Still Here. It's a bit humorous. It's more, it's stories.
Yeah.
Of different people, things that happened, where I went. Well, it's my life, isn't it? So
Yeah, of course.
It's a part of my life. It's 20 odd years of my life because I've already done one book. So I've got to work now on the next 20 years.
When you watch darts today, what do you watch darts today? What do you think of it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Who carries the?
I watched some MODUS one. I watched that.
Yeah.
My missus likes
Super
that
Series,
all the time. She loves darts, my missus, more than I do. She know everything. He's won that, he shouldn't have beaten. Anyway, yeah.
I'm not a fan of the presenter and commentators on there, but
You're good at your job, son. Don't worry about that. I've told you that before.
appreciate
I've heard you in my ear hole too many times.
yeah, but you said I talked you to sleep.
Eh?
Who carries the Bobby George entertainers torch today? Then who are the ones that you like to watch? Who do you get excited about watching?
I like to watch Humphries. I do. I really like it. I like Price because he's not that sort of guy you think he is. He's very quiet. He's very well mannered. He gives you all that. He ain't like that's just Michael does that as well.
Yeah.
I like to see probably Michael. She said Michael's on, yeah. Humphries on. Price, and I like Johnny Clayton. Really do like Johnny Clayton. He's a lovely guy and a nice person, but I like them all really. They're all great players. I like watching them all.
When you see the show, for example, the way the World Championship is now, everyone in fancy dress at Christmas.
Oh yeah,
and the Premier League.
it's a party time.
Yeah.
I started that, so
That was going to be the question. Do you feel that you changed the game, not just how it's played, but the way it's performed?
yeah, they took it on board. Let's have some fun. Let's have people want to go out and have a drink and party time, enjoy what their night out. They can dress up. Well, they never dress up as Superman in their life, and then Superman that night. They dress Batman. Some of them are oranges, and some are. It's all fun, isn't it? It's good.
If you could give a young Bobby George one piece of advice, what would it be?
Be yourself. Because if you're not yourself, you're no one.
Do you feel that sort of caped, candelabra carrying, sequin wearing, that entertainer was yourself?
No, that was Bobby George. This is myself now. It's a good way to get out of that one, isn't it? But don't forget, I trained one guy, he got in the semi-final. Richard,
Yes.
my boy.
Yeah, your son played darts as well. And
Look at him, he got right to the semi-final. He won loads of tournaments. Really talented player. Me, be yourself. I wasn't clever enough to be Wolfer Mickey, whatever his name was. I can't just change in different clothes. I'm just me. Well, I do change in different clothes, but I'm me. I don't try to be what I'm not. You know, I just truthful.
And just finally,
Probably my missus said I judge people. I'm not careful enough. I judge people in a different way. Oh, he's a nice bloke. And she said, no, he ain't. But I'm not, if he's nice to me, he's a nice bloke, isn't he? If he's nice to me, I don't like him. You know what I mean? So, no, I think all people, most of the dart players and people that like darts are good people. I always say to people, if you've got a dart player living next door to you, you get on well.
how would you like to be remembered? What would you like people to say about you?
I was the best entertainer. No, I changed the game of darts to entertaining. And I personally like this one. I was the first to get over 100 in a televised tournament, and I never knew that. See, when they tell your averages are only so and so, I had over 100 average. Well, over average, and that's a bottle job and all. That's a dodgy. You don't normally score good enough in best of three legs, because you're worried about up.
Yeah, you don't have time to get into it, and yeah.
Yeah, I like to see the PDC do it though. 3 legs, that's it, final and all. Oh dear, get your nappies on, boys. I'll be selling nappies at the door, at their players' room.
Well, certainly entertained us today, certainly entertained us throughout your career. On that note, Bobby, thank you very much.
Yeah, and on my note, may the darts be with you.
I was hoping for that sign-off.